Well, I really became a coach. I started as a therapist, and I really enjoy doing coaching work. There's plenty of folks in the world who don't really need a clinical therapist, but they feel a little stuck in their life, or they have some goals in mind where they really need somebody who has a great listening ear, the ability to challenge them. They're healthy folks. And so I enjoy working with those kind of clients who have goals in mind, solutions in mind, that need somebody perhaps with the training of a therapist, but not necessarily the clinical skills necessary that a therapy relationship would have. The population that is looking for a coach, because they're relatively healthy people, they're not looking for the clinical skills that a therapist brings, but a lot of the listening skill, a lot of the insight, a lot of the ability to hear what a person is saying and challenge them to become more of what they want to be. Coaching clients have goals in mind. They have solutions in mind. And I just really enjoy teasing that out of clients and helping them reach the kinds of goals and dreams that they have in mind for themselves. Well, I'm first a listener, and that's really due to the fact that a client is an expert in their life. I am not the expert in their life. So that's a position that I need to take. So first and foremost, I'm a listener. And then I like to add bite-sized chunks so that people can see the momentum or the growth that they're having. I do a lot of scaling on a scale of 1 to 10. Where are you right now? And then what is a half a step or one step that you can take to begin to reach the goal that you've set for yourself? A lot of clients get stuck in the fact that they want to go from 4 to 10 in 3 weeks. So providing that kind of structure for people allows them to begin to really see the bite-sized steps that they need to take to ultimately reach the solution that they're working for. Well, as a former athlete, I really like watching just about anything competitive, whether that's live or on television. I can't really involve myself as much as I used to. I still play golf. I still like to cycle, but anything competitive, I love watching sports. I have 2 older kids, both out of the house in their mid-20s, so anything that they're involved in, I really enjoy. And so I like hanging out with them and their growing families, and so I do that for fun as well. You probably don't want to know about my Twitter habit or any of those kind of things. I look at my Twitter way too often, but to be caring and kind and loving and treat every person with respect. That's how my faith really drives the way that I work with clients. There's lots of other parts of my faith that are personal to me, but throughout the years, whether being a therapist in a Christian agency or whether it was as an employee assistance program, whether it was being a coach in those, that heartbeat of really what I do as a helper is really built out of love and kindness and respect for people. Everybody's busy, everybody's running after 100 things. A great coach provides focus. What are the things that are most important to you, and how are you going to make those work in your life? So a good coach, through listening, again, through putting those kind of puzzle pieces together, says what is it that you need to do, and a lot of times what do you need to stop doing? And that allows really kind of a laser focus on the things that we work out together. The interesting thing about coaching that most people don't think about is it's usually a shorter season in a person's life. When people think about therapy, sometimes that can go on a really long time because there's some really deep-seated things that need to be taken care of. But in coaching, a lot of my clients I'll see for 4, 5, 6 weeks. And sometimes that'll become every other week because they know what they want. We focus intently on what it is that they're working on. And then they go off and do that. And then I have a ton of clients who then come back and say, great, 6 months, 8 months, a year, sometimes even 2 or 3 years later, to say, that was so helpful for me. That season in my life was so helpful. I now have this other thing that I want to focus on. And so that's kind of the difference between perhaps a therapy relationship and a coaching relationship. Is it's highly intense, usually for a shorter period of time, super focused, and then people move on, and then they come back to say, let's do that again.